Hey guys, welcome back to today's NBA pick video play between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers as we head into Game 4 of this series. And today's video is going to be talking about where we feel the better value stands on the over-under with that total number sitting at about 204.5 points. If you guys are interested in getting all of our picks for today, including our daily free play, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into this one, of course, that total number at 204.5 points, and the Celtics coming in as moderate dogs here, getting 6.5 points. The Celtics, they have been well coached, certainly, and their guys stepping up, even though the Celtics are dealing with some key injuries. It's been basically just that next guy up mentality. And of course, the Celtics have great coaching, which is setting this team up to have success in this series here against the 76ers. But Boston looking really good. They're in the enviable position of being up 3-0 in the series. They just need to grab one more win in the next 4 games, and they still have 2 more home games, even if they aren't able to get by the 76ers in this one, as well as a road game, of course, in Game 6 as well. But the Celtics, they have just been getting the job done in each of these 3 wins, and generally we've been seeing a bit more higher scoring, although Game 3 we took a step back in a more defensive direction as the Celtics went on to beat the 76ers by a final of 101-98. So the total in that one hitting 199 points in the extra frame. But the Celtics and 76ers generally were going on the higher end of things in Game 1. The Celtics beat the 76ers by a final of 117-101, so we reached 218 with the total in Game 1. And then Game 2, the Celtics getting past Philadelphia by a final of 108-103, so hitting 211 points in that one. If the 76ers are going to have any shot at not just covering this spread here today, but getting the win and trying to extend this series, they're going to have to perform much better on the offensive end. Easier said than done against a Boston team that's been one of the best defensive teams in the East throughout the year. This is a Boston team that ranks 3rd in the NBA in points allowed, giving up a little over 100 points per contest on average compared to 20th in scoring average, averaging about 104 points per game in comparison over to the 76ers, who looked really strong, especially offensively in their opening series against the Miami Heat. But Philadelphia, they haven't been able to carry that over into this round 2 series against the Celtics. And this is one of those series that was lining up very well for Philadelphia, going against a shorthanded Boston team after looking really good in their opening series against the Heat. A lot of hype surrounding this upcoming 76ers group that has a lot of young guys that don't necessarily have a lot of postseason experience, and maybe we're seeing a bit of that in this particular series. So the 76ers on the season, very well-balanced group, 7th in the NBA in scoring, putting up right around 110 points per game. 1st in rebounding, 2nd in assists, and 11th in total team defense, giving up a little over 105 points per contest. So if you take what these two teams average offensively, you get 110 plus 104, so about 214 points, which is almost 10 points higher than the total that is set for this matchup. But even if you just take their defensive numbers, you get right at about 100.5 plus 105.5. So you add those two numbers together, you get about 206, which is still a little bit higher than this one. But of course, it's postseason basketball, a little bit more methodical. You're generally going to get some points knocked off because of that. But when you take the averages of teams in both their offensive numbers as well as defensive numbers, both eclipsing the total, generally that means even in postseason play that the total is kind of on the lower side. And this might be a knee-jerk reaction to the fact that we saw a lower scoring matchup in Game 3 in Philadelphia. But let's also not forget that Games 1 and 2 we hit 218 and 211 points respectively. So certainly these two teams have the ability to score in that realm, especially if the 76ers are going to get back on track in this series. They have to perform better on the offensive end, and we see that being the case more so here today. So as a result, we're going to go ahead and side with the over 204.5 points as the better value play. If you guys agree, give the video a thumbs up. You disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com. Linked down in the video description. Subscribe for more, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.